Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Nadia Burton, the design director with Brintons, focused in the USA market. Nadia, how you doing?
I'm very well, Kemp. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, so you've been with Brintons for a while. You moved here to the United States, and you developed the Brinton woven Axminster products that are sold here in the USA, right?
That's correct, yes.
And so let's tell our audience just a little bit about, obviously, woven carpet. That's the way carpets were produced from the very beginning, and the tufting process that was developed in this last century has changed the way most carpets produced, but the Axminster way is the original way, right?
It is, yes. We've been making carpets this way for around about 230 years now.
Okay. And where's the broadest use of Axminster carpet in the U.S. today?
Our largest use is 4- and 5-star hospitality, public spaces, corridors. Our largest use of Axminster is around about 20 to 25% of our business is cruise ships. And then also we supply carpet to casinos, gaming areas.
Okay, so it's lodging, fine quality hotels, it's cruise ships, and it's casinos.
Yes.
Okay, and so those three make up, what, about 80% of what's sold?
Yes, around about 80%.
Yeah. All right, so let me ask you, the cruise ship business, while we use those cruise ships here, is that considered USA? Is that product installed here in the United States?
Yes, it is. And designed here, actually.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Design houses down in Miami for Royal Caribbean. Also Princess Cruises, who are based out of LA.
And how has the market evolved over time?
The market has evolved in basically moving away from traditional borders, fields, and outfill patterns.
Yeah.
Hardline bordered panels and that sort of thing, to more fluid designs that work through the space, more modern designs that are more like art on the floor, if you like.
Okay.
This is true too of the cruise ship. At one time, the cruise ships, the designs were very dated, very obvious nautical elements, shells and anchors and that sort of thing. But with the influence of hospitality, really the cruise ship market is becoming more sophisticated too, which is great. So we're seeing, a lot of textural designs, more sophisticated looks, more luxurious finishes.
It's no secret to most of my listeners that the tufting industry has tried to emulate what you're able to do with looms in the woven business. So I'm just curious, as we talk about the evolution of woven carpet, we've seen in the tufted business where we're getting a lot of texture, a lot of highs and lows. Is that also what we're seeing in the woven market?
For Axminster, we're seeing more companies now are offering carved Axminster as people try to emulate hand-tufted rugs, and obviously try to emulate. We have the same challenges really in Axminster that the tufters do. They try to emulate what we can do, and vice versa, because that's what the market really is looking for. We're seeing more and more people now asking for carved Axminster and trying to incorporate textures that emulate the textural quality that you get from a tufted product, with the high and low loop, etc. Because Axminster is all cut pile.
So what design trends are we seeing in each of the sectors that you serve?
We're seeing more art on the floor, if you like. Our clients are not looking for hard transitions now between their spaces. They're looking for art on the floor that really flows between areas and gives the final package a more cohesive look. Overall, designs are becoming more blended, more like watercolors and natural textures, which really, we're trying to show in our Credence collection, which we've launched this year.
Okay, let's talk about Credence for a minute. Talk a little bit about what that looks like. I know this is radio. It's hard for people to visualize, but to give us a visual description of Credence.
Credence really, it's 12 designs really aimed at all the trends that we're seeing at the moment. So it is a combination of rich, saturated colours, sophisticated use of texture, and also very large repeating designs. Some of the designs are anywhere between 6 foot and 78 foot in repeat. So really when you see them in a ballroom or a very large installation, you can't see a repeat. And that's more what our clients are looking for now. They don't want to see repeated design because it looks dated.
Okay.
It's almost going back towards the panels and the borders. They want to see free-flowing design throughout the space.
Now, it's no secret to our listeners that Axminster carpet is a little more expensive because of the machine time. It runs slower, and it's more durable. I mean, so you get a longer-lasting carpet. What are some of the other reasons that people choose a woven versus a tufted product?
With Axminster, we have looms that go up to 32 colours. With Tufted, you're really limited to 6. With print, you're limited to around about 10 colours.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to emulate a watercolour type design, really the more colours that you can use, very close shades of colour, will give you that effect. Also, wool is obviously very durable. You don't get like the static that you get from more like a heavier use of nylon. And on average, our product lasts anywhere up to 10, 15 years on the floor.
And the reason we see Axminsters in casinos is a lot of times they allow smoking in casinos.
Yep.
This product performs better because it's got, an 80% wool and a 20% nylon?
20% nylon, yeah. Wool, believe it or not, is really well at fire retardancy.
Right.
Way more than nylon. And although you do see some surface damage if you drop a cigarette on it, for example, it doesn't spread in the same way as nylon does.
It's actually self-extinguishing, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Okay. All right, Nadia. Well, thank you for giving us an update on what's going on in the Axminster market. Again, been talking to Nadia Burton, the design director with Brintons USA, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.